Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. We have the honour today of having one of the respected judges with us for a short interview. I'd like to introduce Mr. Stephen Bell. He is one of our active members who joined the Jamaat about 2 years ago now.
That's right.
And he's very kindly offered to judge the extempore speech and the prepared speech in English competition. So I'd like to find out how he found the experience. Stephen.
Very interesting, quite exciting. Very impressed with everybody who came along and spoke. I felt especially for the extempore people who got a subject out of the blue. They had no idea what was coming their way, and they managed pretty well. Good to see some of the younger people with the confidence to do that. One or two experienced speakers who obviously are used to that kind of thing. The prepared speeches were especially good. People had done research. It's just good to see people coming together and being able to do this and feel safe in doing it. It's safe in a community that's supportive and cares about them, and that showed, I think. I was very impressed and I enjoyed judging it immensely. Yeah.
And if I may ask,
Yes.
as a new member of the Jamaat, how have you found sort of this day today? Have you ever witnessed anything like this in other sort of communities?
Well, my background is teaching, and of course I'm a bit used to teachers, events in schools. But this is quite different. This is a community coming together, a natural community, and a brotherhood. And it's I think the generosity of people wanting to compete, people interested to listen, people wanting others to do well. Nobody fails, which of course in some schools you succeed or you fail. Here everything you do is valued and worthwhile, whether it's from somebody very young or somebody much older. And I think that makes it a very special day.
Thank you very much. Jazakumullah asna jaza. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. We have the honour of having an interview with my dear brother and cousin actually from Quetta, Pakistan, Iftikhar ul Haq Khan, and he has gone through quite an emotional time in the last one year. He was unfortunately a victim of a kidnapping in Quetta, Pakistan, and by the grace of God he is here with us today, and we are very fortunate to have him with us in the Northwest at our regional Ijtema in 2011. And I'd like to have the honour to ask Iftikhar by a few thoughts and feelings about his experience today, but also his experience in Pakistan recently. Iftikhar bhai, please tell us about what happened to you and how the power of prayer worked in bringing you to Manchester.
First of all, I'm very much thankful to all of you that you given an opportunity to meet very good brothers, and as well as the good community of Jamaat members who've been very kind with me, and I do always pray for them, and may God always be with you.
Inshallah.
And with that, of course my history is very long, but in order to just precise it, in order to make it more loving with God, and how God used to listen to the prayers of humble human beings. What happened that in the year 2010, on the 19th March, I was proceeding with my family, my young children, to school. While on my journey, I was being stopped by some terrorists, and with muffled faces, with latest ammunition in their hands, and they took me off from my vehicle and throw me in their own vehicle and took me, and during all this period it was a very shocking thing for me. But at the time when I was being thrown in their vehicle, at that time, I just at once the beautiful verse of Quran came in my mind. That was, "La yukallifullahu nafsan illa wusaha." That God does not give a burden more than the ability of man's power. So that gives me a great strength. That if I was being, I mean, um, I'm in such a situation, then of course God is great, and He Himself will help me. However, I was being taken, and at that time I was being blindfolded, and my hands were being handcuffed, and with that they start beating me in the vehicle, and then they took me far away from the city, and there they start beating me, and they start asking me that you Ahmadi used to preach different peoples, and you also distribute literature, and you have converted many Muslims into Ahmadi community. Now you have to uh, name the big families, big Ahmadi personalities, and also now you have to your the big person in your community, that is of course Khalifa. You have to talk to him, and he send you a big amount of money, and then we will think about you to whether to release you or not. In such like situation, I was being thrown, and previously, almost a month or before, one very beautiful Ahmadi was also being kidnapped from Quetta, and he was very severely being tortured, ransom being taken, and ultimately he was also being martyred. And the tone was very much similar to that, and that, as I know very well. And while I was being there, I was mentally prepared that they're going to kill me. Either I have to pay money, whatever I'll do. Then also they will get killed. They will kill me by any means. So in such like situation, when I came back, that much I know that people around the world, under the auspicious leadership of Khilafat, lot of prayers been prayed for me, and that is because of that I cannot explain that. I really experienced a very great strength in myself, and despite of this, that they going to kill me, they used to beat me, and they used to beat me with baton, with slaps and fist, and there was no pain. And with that, all the 19 days I was blindfolded, I was thrown on the floor, and in such like situation where I like to sleep having a little light, and in situation you just one can imagine, and all the 19 days I slept my own sleep. This is all what I am just sharing with my beautiful brothers. You've been over here, and this is a sort of Tedise Nemat, in the sense that we must have a good relation with God, and God is great, who loves 100 times more than a mother. So that's what I experienced, and that was the experience that ultimately, and I was. This is also to make you more understand that how God helped me a lot. Only two dry slice, very small slices being given in the morning with the black tea without milk, and with that, no lunch time. Lunch, and with that at night I've been given half piece of bread, and with a little curry. So in such like situation, I never ever felt any weaknesses, and never ever felt anything like this, and God made me believe that one day everything will be all right.
Alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for sharing that experience with you, and may Allah allow it to inspire the youth of Britain to understand the power of prayer, and how we believe in a living God.
I hope that message gets to them.
Yeah.
No, that's good. And with that, I because of your, this beautiful program. I just want to convey my very deepest thanks from the bottom of my heart to all of the Ahmadis all over the world who prayed for me. May Allah all the time with them. And we always share the beautiful, the high qualities of God with each and everyone. And we always share that God is great, that God is one, who loves his human beings when he pray to him. So once again, I'm very much thankful to you. And through this program, I want to also again ask all of the MD brothers and sisters to pray for me that I'll become a very useful, I and my wife and my children become very useful family in this country, and we can also become useful within Jamaat also, so that we can do much better works. And with that, I'm once again thank you very much. May Allah all be with you.
Jazakumullah khairan.
Salli ala imamina, salli ala Muhammadin, salli ala imamina, salli ala Muhammadin, salli ala habibina, salli